Hello, hello, hello again. Hello, everybody. Hello again. Hey, y'all. I am back. I am back. Yes, y'all come on up in here. Let's talk. This Friday afternoon. Y'all ain't going out to the club nowhere. Come on over here. Let's talk. But anyway, y'all, welcome. Come on in. Come on in. Y'all know we gotta wait a little bit now. Hey, Miss Cheryl Huff. She says, hey, Miss GS and everyone in the chat. Seattle's love. I love you back, Seattle. Miss Faith said, y'all hit that daggone like button now. Hit that button. Miss Carla, let's call her. Well, let's say for tonight, Miss Carla. I think we all ain't had nothing to do. Miss Faith said, 20 watching 10 likes. Please hit the like button. Y'all over there in the bushes, hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button for the day. The dislike button. Whatever you want to do over here, just hit that button. You know, long as you don't feel good about whichever button you hit, now that's what you hit. You ain't gonna hit no button. Go ahead on exit stage left. Deuces. I'm over here playing today. This Good Friday afternoon too. But yeah, Miss Paul, I'm over here, girl. I'm over here. I didn't do what I had to do. I'm sleeping to get over here, see what the people just talking about. I got to talk about something too. Miss Carla, you done had them pork chops for today. Girl, I had me some good old hot fish and some French fries and some coleslaw and some hushy puppies. I said hushy puppies, sounding like Wanda, but they hush puppies. But yeah, they was really, really good. Hey, Miss Sexy Diva Girl. Hey, girl. Hey. Oh, hey, Miss Charnel. Hey, beautiful. Welcome, y'all. How y'all doing this Friday afternoon? That part. So y'all, I ain't even at the team anymore, but it's all good. You know, it is what it is. We about to get on up in here and get into this, get into it, y'all. So, oh Wanda, y'all. Miss Lady over yonder, y'all, she done gone live, y'all. She told the people, she go on her IG first to get the people to come over yonder to the good you to the streets, cause you know she said she trying to get paid, she ain't trying to get laid. Y'all come on up over here. So before I just got on, y'all, she was over there live. Yeah, y'all, she got about 125 folks over there. Cause Wanda claims she had some tea for the people, y'all. I don't know what it is. I might catch it tomorrow on somebody else's stuff. I don't even know. But she was checking into her room, y'all. She told the people, y'all, she trying to make a joke, but I kind of believe her. She said that she got fired on Friday. Y'all heard what I said? Wanda said she got fired on Friday. And then somebody said last Friday or this Friday. Wanda came back with the rebuttal saying, y'all want to lie? I'm going to tell y'all a lie. Wanda, stop playing. All y'all done got fired, probably. Allegedly. Oh, no, wait. Y'all come on in, hit that like button, hit the like button, hit the like, share, and subscribe button. If you're not subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe to the channel. You can become a member for $2.99. You can do super chat, super sticker, you can do cash app, all of that stuff right there. Yes, y'all. But Wanda is says she got some I don't know what it was, but she really didn't want to go into the details of the debacle that they was having going on over yonder with the peoples, y'all. She said she gonna leave that. She said I'm gonna leave that mess alone. So Wanda probably got the folks could come over there and she gonna tell them a lie. She said she was going. She was checking in to the hotel. She looked pretty. She when I had her hair done. I know I said it, y'all. I said it. She did. She looked cute, y'all, for real. She went and had her hair done. It's in a bob, bust down in part in the middle with the bob. She was getting ready to check in to the room. She said she was going over there to the black, y'all. She said told the peoples, y'all come up, y'all in the Huntsville area. Come on over here to black, y'all. I said, now is black open, closed? Red light, caution light, green light. How they lights working over there? I don't know, y'all. I'm confused. I mean, I thought the joint was shut down. All I know, the night is Friday. Hey, Miss Ebony, welcome. How are you? All I know, y'all, tonight is Friday. They better have that good parking lot over yonder cleaned up by tomorrow. I know tomorrow, y'all, because come Sunday, the church folk gonna be over there. They probably didn't get them the last time. And they didn't get them the other night when they was over there with the karaoke. But now, if they don't get this mess together by tomorrow, church people gonna get them, y'all. They can be down there at the city hall and all of that stuff, raising holy cane. Or again, that's what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on at the black, y'all. She didn't say all of that. She just said she was going to hang out over there at the black, and she must be staying the night. She might get tore up out the frame, cause she got her room, y'all. She got her room down there in Huntsville. Now, I'm just saying, hey Miss Shirley, how are you? Hey, beautiful. She says, good evening, G Squad and chat. Hey, girl, hey. But yeah, she over there in the hotel, y'all, checking in and all that good stuff. Y'all don't know what one I got over there. She probably fooling them people over there. She said, y'all come over there because I'm gonna get the views, and that's how I get paid over there. So I said, okay, that's what Wanda doing, y'all. I'll probably find out what it was tomorrow. I don't know, but it is what it is. Wanda probably ain't got nothing to say to the good people. I'm just saying. But anywho, what y'all think about this here Ralph Druce or Dora husband or whatever he's supposed to be, y'all? Whatever they got going on, y'all. He got a podcast down yonder in the basement, y'all. He got this whole podcast down yonder in the basement, y'all. Um, he is cutting the whole monkey just like his good buddy old Martell. Y'all know they're good friends, the best of friends. Well, he got his old podcast down yonder. He trying to get cranked up, crumped up, and all of the above, y'all. He's coming for the smear campaign, and he got Drew neck on the block, y'all. He got a neck on the chopping block. I said, oh Lord, not another repeat. Not another repeat. Come on, dudes. What's wrong with these men today, y'all? Why they can't just get on up, get out? It didn't work. Go get your job and go on. Move on about your business. Lord, they got to drag the women through the whole mud, y'all. They just want to drag them through the mud, and all of that stuff, y'all. He said that Drew had told about their marriage, y'all, or divorce, or whatever they got going on, however this situation is, y'all. But he said she didn't tell the truth. And the bloggers, y'all heard what I said? Ralph said that the bloggers is got it has taken what Drew said and they running with it, y'all. He said ain't nobody heard his side of the story. Lord, he said that the people on the show, y'all, were making him look bad. Is that y'all know that's Martell? Them is the words of Martell Holt, y'all. That is the words. Miss Carla says, well, I am trying to save my money for District 7th Avenue Beauty. So I went to hotel favorite place, not the Popeyes. Girl, I'm about to call him when I get off this good live. I'm telling it on you. I'm telling Martell. You watch it, sit on I tell it. Miss Candy, hey girl, hey. She said Drew needs to speak with Mel. Ralph is a little smarter than Hotel. He is going to be tough to shake. Yeah, girl, he going at her. Girl, he done put her neck on a chopping block. And a podcast too. Lord, he about to air out all of the laundry, y'all. He said that the people at the courthouse told him to move down yonder in the basement, y'all. That's what he said. I said, not down in the basement, y'all. Y'all know Drew can't come down there. You know what? How many kids they got? 2, 3. With the children stand on the top of the step or whatever and call daddy, daddy. You know, if daddy home, he'll answer. I said, Lord, can he find? Ralph, why you over there talking with Martell acting like a whole fool? Miss Candy says he asked the court to stay in the basement. Ooh, When I Miss Candy, he said the judge told him to do that. Like the judge just volunteered. Well, you just move in the basement. Mm-hmm. I said, Lord, y'all know they can't have no communication. You know, they got to do it through that app. And, the courts can see all of that, that they writing and all that stuff. I remember Drew had said that too. But yes, y'all, Ralph is he's on his smear campaign. I said, Lord, these jokers right here, they want these women to suffer. But they want them to come back crawling to them or something. Y'all think that's what it is? The devil is a lie. I would not be going back. Miss Candy says he requested it. He bought the house when she was out of town, but it's marital property. Yes, that part right there. Miss Carla says Ralph need to tell Drew about why he went to Miami for the booty brown. Not the booty brownies. I cannot with you, Carla. God knows, Carla, I cannot. Hey, Miss Sasha, she says, hey, my G Squad and chat. Fun Friday. Yes, girl, come on in here. Ralph is getting ready to cut a whole fool. Can y'all imagine these two clowns? Y'all know they done went somewhere together, him and Martell. They plotted this, y'all. Martell was telling him what to say and what to do. Because I tell you, it sounded like the words of Martell that was coming out of Ralph's mouth. That part right there. Martell is training the boy, y'all. He is training him. Yes. Miss Candace says Drew and her sister had a private eye and they got stuff on it. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have read that, Miss Candy. You never know. He could be lurking around. Oh my God, not the private eye. They call him in some compromising positions. I'm just asking for a friend. Yeah, I'm just asking for a friend. Ooh, Ralph. Ralph. Ooh. Ralph, what you been doing? See, I didn't like that answer that he gave to the people when he was on his show, and the people were telling him that they saying that you is say, but take the S off and put the G on. Yeah, and y'all Rap didn't debunk that. He just said, how these people they just say anything. They just say anything. No, partner. If ain't like that, everybody gonna know. I be like, what? Dude, don't go like that. Ain't what he said, y'all. He ain't say that. Suspect to me. Miss Carter says I wonder if he was on the top or the bottom. Ooh. You know what, Miss Carla? I told y'all about my gay friend that passed. I used to have the eye for that, and I could point it out, and I could tell you who was what. But now, Ralph and Martell, allegedly, I don't know. That's a tough one. Tay says, "Hello, everyone. Hey, Miss Tay, welcome. How are you? Hey, Miss Rabbit's running. Hey, beautiful. She's speaking to everybody. Yeah, that's a tough one for me, y'all. Well, Miss Carla, how come it can't go both ways? Take turns. I'm just saying. Miss Carla, why they just can't take turns? I'm asking for a friend. Miss Candy says, hi at Rabbits Running and Chat. Hey, hey. Yeah, I mean, it's a strong possibility, Miss Carla. Uh, oh, say it ain't so. Miss Carla, I don't know what I'm gonna do with you, but I can see Ralph with the a little more twist in his wrist than old Marty, allegedly. My thoughts. Everything's for entertainment purposes only. It's just allegedly, y'all. I'm just saying. Miss Carla, you don't see it that way. That is just. Oh, Lord have mercy. Miss Rabbit says Martell would know if he's a top or the bottom, in my opinion. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, y'all. Mm. Y'all, don't y'all ladies go down there to Atlanta looking for no love life, because you might get caught up down there, y'all. They say it's a whole hot mess down there. Ooh. Miss Candy says if he won't move, Judge should make them sell the house and Drew purchase his half. That part right there. But you know what, Miss Candy, he ain't gonna do that. He said if he can't stay there, shit, you know how these dudes is, man. If I can't stay there, you ain't either. Go find your own place. Go do something else. Ooh. I knew Tamar said something like that, Miss Candy. I heard it today. Tamar says everyone is to take prep today. Mm, mm, mm. Oh, Lord. Mm. Oh, Lord Jesus, y'all. Hot Atlanta been like this for a long time. Hot Atlanta. I see how come they call it Hot Atlanta now. It's hot. The heat is on down there. Oh, Miss Robbie says again, I agree. At this point, I'd let that joker have the house. She'll be at peace and do better. That part right there. Y'all, I think she had some kind of permit that dropped today. And he up there holding I did a whole food today too, y'all. Doing all that smear campaign in that mess. Like he ain't got nothing else to do. Oh, Miss Carla, I cannot with you. I believe hotel is the bottom. He has the Vaina. Mm, 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 mm. I cannot what you call Miss Candace is right at Rabbits Running. She has money. Well, now Miss Candy allegedly. Now you know she did say he took some of her money, just like Martell did. Just like Martell did. Ooh, ooh. I think they might have two kids, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but I think it's two. Then he talking about if he moved from the basement and all that kind of stuff, y'all tonight it's gonna be 1 week on, 1 week off, and all. Well, you acting and sounding just like Martell. You might as well do what they doing. 1 week on, 1 week off. Boy, get on up out of that house. Ooh, Lord, I'm so glad I did not run into no Martell or a Ralph in my lifetime, y'all. I mean, I came close. I ain't gonna lie, I did. But ooh, y'all, these jokers don't know how to let go. Miss Rabbit says Drew is appearing to be slow to. You know what? She better catch up to speed. That's what she better do. She do act slow and very timid too. She better go talk to Mel, y'all, for real, for real. This girl got to get a backbone, cause I'm telling y'all. Oh y'all, let me tell y'all this. Ralph said that the bloggers was running with this narrative, And it's false information, y'all. Ralph said come Monday. Yeah, come Monday, y'all. Tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, 2 days. Come Monday, he gonna need an apology. Now that's what Ralph said. I ain't said. Ralph said that. Miss Candy said she crazy. I'm not letting a man steal from me. They do have 2 kids, and she has one from a previous relationship who Ralph would not adopt. She should have let him go right there. That's what she should have did. Miss Carla says, but Ralph purchased that house in his name while Drew was out of town. I believe Ralph was trying to use hotel playbook. Ralph is trying to use. He trying to use it. He getting ready to cut the whole monkey. Um, Miss Candace says she's acting blonde, like the clear girls. Girl, you better get that sister back in up in you, girl, cause he coming for your neck. I'm just trying to tell you, Drew. I don't know where you at while he down there playing on the podcast and all that mess he got going on. But yeah, girl, he coming for you, girl. He ain't gonna spare you. He ain't gonna have no pity on you. He gonna be like it is what it is. And that's it. Y'all, I wouldn't be surprised this fool didn't try to get some alimony from Drew, and whatever else he can get out of it, y'all. Y'all know Martell telling him what to do. And Martell said, if it don't work, Ralph, keep going to court. Keep going to court. Keep going to court. Filed on motion. Filed on motion. Now the part that Martell left out, y'all, was when you, with your lawyers and stuff, they you're gonna have to pay them. Well, Martell don't really know a whole lot about that, but he got to put that in there anyway. Ms. Rabbit says that Carla, who's that? Atita. He sure did purchase that house while Drew was on trip. I'm not sure why she stays. Ooh, maybe he told her Miss Rabbit it was for her. I don't know. Candy says, Ralph is a computer geek allegedly. He has cameras on Drew and listening to everything she does. He asked for alimony and child. See, y'all been confusing me the whole time. Y'all told me that him and Martell was good friends, but somebody forgot to tell me that they was really brothers. Is they twins? Cause they acting just alike. Ooh, Martell is writing a book and sharing it with the fellas, y'all. He's sharing this book with the fellas. He like, let's make them chicks suffer some more. Every time they think they're getting ready to rest, go back at them. And don't see them on no vacation. If you see them at a vacation and they coming back on that Sunday night, you go and park at the courthouse. You be the first one in. File that motion. That's what Martell telling them. Y'all know how Martell be doing this stuff, y'all. That's the Lord have mercy. This is some crazy stuff. Lord have mercy, Ralph. He said the TV show is misleading. They got the wrong information that Drew gave them. So since Drew gave this information, he about to make you suffer, girl. You got to pay for this. Mm-hmm. Girl, I don't know if I want to be married to no computer geek, allegedly. I don't know if I would want to be. Girl, he got cameras probably in the toilet paper and everywhere. He said Drew can't go down there without being announced. But I bet y'all money when Drew leave that house, he watching her. Um, he watching her when she leave. He all up there in the business and stuff. Everything she got. No, I could. No, I had to go. I wouldn't want to stay in that house. I'd be like, sir, judge, ma'am, sir, whoever. He don't have to leave. I'll go. If I have to stay in the shoebox, I'll leave. He can have it. What was that? Stella getting a groove back. What she telling you? He can no. Waiting. No, not waiting to exhale. It was a Tyler Perry movie. He can have it all. Have it all. Take it. Miss Carla says, well, Ralph need to ask Hotel for the playbook because Hotel is going to jail. You're going to jail. Yes, yes. Now, he didn't want to do that part, Carla. He didn't want to do that. Miss Rabbit says, thank God Mel said F this and walked away. She's been nothing but up since. Martell, not so much. Martell couldn't tell me tomorrow is Saturday. Oh my God, that was low. Miss Rabbit, that was too low. That was low. Miss Candace says there's a lots of big beautiful home. Oh, lots of I guess but it says off. Lots of big beautiful homes in Georgia. They are reasonably priced. She should leave. It would shock his soul. Yeah, Miss Candy, they eat some nice houses in Georgia, and like you said, very reasonable. So I really don't know what the problem is. Um they caught up with this TV show stuff, y'all, and these women's up there on this daggone TV show trying to outdo the next person and all of this kind of stuff. It's just a whole hot mess. But I tell y'all one daggone thing that Sheena, whatever that girl name is, she's got Portia. She got Portia in a knot. Portia's feeling some type of way because she thought she was gonna be that top dog. But it looks like the spotlight is on old girl. hmm Y'all, when I tell you old girl, it's online. She showed a picture of her house. That thing is so nice, y'all. It is beautiful. She said, and y'all, my husband closet was bigger than mine. I said, oh no, that's not gonna work. hmm Y'all, she gets on, mash the button and get on this thing and it rise up there to her closet. I said, Lord Jesus, that don't even make no sense. Girl, go get some of that stuff to the Goodwill. You ain't gonna never wear all that stuff she got up there in that daggone closet. Mm-mm. But yeah, y'all, she got that girl feeling some type of way. That girl's all up in her feelings. I don't know what Portia gonna do. Cause Gubadi, Ice has gotten him. And it's just not turning out the way that she thought it was gonna turn out. You know, yeah, she probably in her feelings. I can see that. And they said that her and Portia's not as close now as they was since she on the show. She done caught that peach. So yeah. Portia probably just a little bit jealous. I'm not gonna say a whole lot, but yeah, she in her feelings too. Miss Rabbit says Drew's probably worried about what Ralph would tell, but I'd spray mine on tea and I'd be tit for tat with Ralph's ass. Well, um, maybe she thinks that he's gonna be an adult about this situation, whatever this situation is, but he's not gonna be an adult about the situation, sweetheart. You better pick that good phone up and call Mel and have lunch with Mel, girl. I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to help you out now, because you don't even know what's getting ready to hit the streets of the YouTube and the podcast and the bloggers and all of that stuff, because he just said he gonna put it out there. Miss Carla said Drew needs to move out and get a place for her and her children and let Ralph pay his own bills in the house he purchased. That's it. That's all. Hey, Miss Maria girl. Hey girl, hey. Welcome. But yeah, Ralph is he ain't playing with her, y'all. She looks slow too. She wasn't strong enough for Ralph. She probably didn't even go back at him when he was going at her when they was together. She just let him say and do whatever. Why they getting a divorce anyway? Who cheated? Oh, Ralph got caught in probably some compromising positions, allegedly. I'm just saying. Candy says Drew has to get her screws in line. She can act oblivious to things. Her sister hopefully will talk sense into her. She likely stays in that house as a storyline. Girl, I found another storyline. I had to get me a new one. I don't want this storyline no more. It's not working, y'all. Because see, these storylines that these people are trying to get can become dangerous. So it's not worth that. Miss Rabbit says, well, as long as Drew is there and acting weak, she's not going to get anywhere. I don't know, but it doesn't seem she has nothing to lose. Certainly not Rap. Ralph just looked too much of a suspect to me, y'all. I can't do him. And this ain't something that just happened. He was probably looking that way when she met this dude. You can't change nobody. Let him be his authentic self. Miss Maria says, I'm too busy laughing at squad and fraud. Oh God. Hey, Miss Ophelia, welcome. How are you today this afternoon? Well, tonight. She says, hello, T Squad and everyone. Hey girl, hey, welcome. Miss Candy says, Drew frustrates me. I'd like to shake her and say, wake the blank up. Miss Candy didn't say all that, y'all. Sometimes y'all know I be adding some stuff because it be needing some stuff and I just throw it in there. But yeah, wake up, girl. Where you gonna F around and find out who you dealing with? He ain't playing with her, y'all. Mm-mm. He ain't playing. Um, I don't know what she gonna do, y'all. But yeah, she look too soft, man. This girl gotta get she ugh. But if she talking to Portia's husband, ex-husband, maybe he can talk some sense into her. Y'all think he can? Maybe he can help out a little bit. I don't know. But he did say he would never cross that line with Drew. He said they've been through the same thing in their marriage or whatever. So I don't know. I don't know, Drew. I don't know, Drew, girl. You better get yourself together. Well, anyway, y'all, anyhow, anywho, moving on to Melody Shari Rogers. Woo woo. Y'all, Mel was sitting down there getting all glammed up. Her block game is good too, y'all. Did y'all know Mel had a powerful block game? Just in case y'all didn't know, she does. She does. She really do. Miss Rabbit says, nah, cause Dennis ain't got no sense himself. What? He crazy too. Oh my God. He cray. Mm-mm. Miss Ophelia says, hi, Maria. Hey, girl. Hey. But yeah, y'all. Melody Cherie, Roger, that has a powerful, very strong block game. So she was sitting up there getting her glam on and all of that stuff, y'all. Looking pretty. And reason why this chick got blocked, y'all, was because she asked a dumb question. And the question was, um, what is it about the men's doing all these celebs hair nowadays? And Mel said, see, I forgot her name, y'all. She said, but you about to get blocked. But I'm gonna answer your question before you get blocked. See, Mel sent her over there, y'all. Mel sent the chick down there in the chat. She told her, go over there to Google. Mm-hmm. Mel said, you go on over there to Google and ask Google who was it that gave Tony Braxton that sharp haircut. Y'all remember the Tony style? Everybody wanted it because I used to be cutting it up. People had just giving them Tony Braxton, y'all. Everybody wanted the Tony Braxton hairstyle. And so Mel said it was actually a real good friend of hers that had did her hair like that. So that Mel went here and blocked that girl. She blocked her. She said, go on, get on out of here asking them dumb questions on this good Friday afternoon. Can't even go live and hold a decent conversation with people because there's always going to be a ignorant one in the bunch. I said that. Mel didn't say all that. Now I said some of that. Miss Rabbit says, one thing about it, Mel ain't studying Martell and his mess. Mel blocked a woman named Kimberly. They see what I'm saying? Hey, Miss Charlene, Holly Berry's hairstyle. Yeah, girl. Yes. Hey, girl. Hey. Y'all, they asked Mel we should come back to the TV. People want to see her back on the TV screen. And Mel told the people that, she gets messages like that all the time, y'all, and I'm sure she does. But and I do miss seeing her on the TV, but not that TV screen, y'all, because 8 years was it 8? Yeah, 8 years. That's traumatizing, y'all. We don't know how, now she got to go and hear from the daggone TV show, all this mess, because I was listening to Sunny the other night, and she was like, that night of the reunion, she said people just kept coming at Mel all night long. She said she got tired for Mel herself. It was non freaking stop. Can y'all? I wish. See, if they would have showed us all of that right there, y'all. I ain't gonna say that because it might come out wrong. These folks be trying to take my channel too. I ain't finna say that, y'all. I ain't gonna say it, but Carlos can kind of figure out what would have been happening. But yeah, she said they was coming at her all night long. So Mel told the people, she gets it all the time. But she said, do you know how amazing it feels just, not to have to worry about that? She's, financially stable, that she don't have to be running around like, oh, when am I gonna go back on TV? When am I gonna go? She's not that person, y'all. Thank God for that. That's a blessing. Miss Candy said now those people are unemployed. It ain't funny. Miss Candy, it is not funny, but they should have learned the lesson while the lesson was being taught. And they chose not to learn a lesson. So it is what it is. But yeah, Mel said, she gets now she has like more free time, y'all. She get to go speaking at different places, probably can spend a lot more time at the kids' school, go do what she gotta do and don't feel so obligated. I gotta check this schedule to make sure I can go and, take this assignment and all that stuff. Most of them days is gone. Miss Rabbit says Mel says she's enjoying not being obligated to a TV show at this time. She says she likes the freedom to be able to move like she wants. And yes, financially stable too. Yes, that part right there. Yes, y'all. She said she get to travel, basically do what she want to do. We know that the SAB got their team over there. And just like we saw, she was gone for a whole week. Well-deserved vacation. Well-deserved vacation. Shout out to the Melody Cherie Rogers. Woo woo. Yes, y'all. Miss Carla said some of the cast was doing karaoke and sounding a myth. Girl, I told you the other last night, I told you it was Marcus, the showrunner, Martho, Dark Skin Ken, Mumbles, and Letitia. No, Tuna Cat. Tuna Cat. They was over there Wednesday night doing the karaoke, girl. Yes. Oh, and I forgot to tell y'all, Wanda said Marcus, the showrunner, was fine, y'all. That's what she said a while ago. Marissa said, Carla, they all dead wrong. Yes, y'all, but Mel is having her an amazing time, y'all. She's enjoying the show. But like I said, y'all dealing with them foolish people and that darn Martell. Martell is a million man march all by himself, dealing with all them spirits and all them different types of personalities and all that stuff. Y'all, that mess becomes overwhelming. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. A lot of people wouldn't have made it through all that stuff right there on top of a messy divorce, you on a TV show and everybody coming for you. Go figure. Man, that's too much. Miss Marissa's Mark is fine and ain't. That what Wanda said. I ain't say that. Miss Candy to my Wanda's eyes are broken. That dude look just like LGB to me. He look like his twin brother. Allegedly. Carla says they don't have nothing else to do. Lord, Miss Carla, you should have heard Tisha, Tuna Cat, as you call her, and Trish over there trying to sound like Escape or somebody. I said, Lord, them folks ought to sue them for tearing up their song like they just did. They tore it all to pieces. They didn't leave no repairs. It was effed up all the way around the board. That part right there, yes. But yeah, y'all, Mel looked so amazing, y'all. She did. She looked so pretty. That guy was laying there dyke on her too, y'all. He was bent over. When you bend over, you working that rat tail comb like you working that rat tail comb. Oh, he laying it down then. Yes. Miss Robbins says Martell is allowing himself to be tormented every day by his own demons. Mm, 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 mm. Carla says Melody's brother Marcus is a handsome man. He is. Him and Troy both are they are very nice looking men. They are. Um, you know, Miss Rabbit says that Candy. Now her eyes are broken. Yes, the eyes are broken, y'all. The eyes are broken. Yes, absolutely. Maria says, did anybody watch OBB Last Supper Part 3? She did a beauty memorandum to Kiki. No, I didn't see that. I just saw Kiki husband up there whipping up them cakes and pies or whatever he doing in the kitchen, girl. He got his apron on and everything. Now he ain't playing no games up in that joint. He's going hard and heavy. That part. Yes. Maybe open up a bakery store or something like that. Something small, y'all. and then eventually expand his business, I think that'll be good for him. Especially, you know what, y'all, ain't no job like a job that you enjoy doing. Pound cake, girl, I be done gained by 20 pounds fooling with that boy. I ain't messing with him. Candy said he makes pound cakes, y'all. Oh my God. Rabbit's Runner says that Maria, I watched some of it. No, I didn't see it, y'all. I don't want to be sad. Mm-mm. I'm still getting over Angie Stone. And that brought memories back up with Whitney Houston. So I got a lot going on right now. I can't do that, not yet. I'll put that one on hold. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. I don't want to see that yet. Maria says that Candy, I usually say some folk taste is all in their mouth. I can't even say that about Aunt. She just ain't got no taste, period. Mm, 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 mm. Well, she got the people over there, y'all, on her YouTube channel, to get her some views. And she gonna sit over there probably tell them people a bunch of lies, no doubt. I don't know. Maria says it's not sad, it's very touching. Kiki was the cutest little girl. Aw. Candace says right at Maria. I'm gonna have to look. Well, I don't know, Miss Maria. Maybe tomorrow, Sunday. I'll try to check it out. But yeah, y'all. Mel told the people. She said, "Can I just have some peace, y'all? Can I just have a little peace?" You know, she hear the people, but at the same time, it's not like she's gone. She just, it's like I guess she had it on the bucket list, y'all, of being on TV, and she's just checking things off on her bucket list right now, and wherever God leads her to be, and whatever He wants her to do, we know that's what she's going to do. But it's not like she's gone. She's still on, the internet, social media, and all of that stuff like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Carla says that Maria OBB video was nice, especially Kiki. Yeah, okay. Candy says, where was the show about Kiki? They saying on Brick's block. Miss Carla says. Candy says dealing with hotel is exhausting. It is. Miss Maria says that Carla, I just love her animations. Yeah, they are nice. I like the one where she had about Ariana and Martell that time. I said, "Ty, that girl is crazy for real." I said, "Well, Lord Jesus, it's something all the time." What the song said, if it ain't one thing, it's another, y'all. But yeah, so y'all, we're just gonna have to stand down and let Mel enjoy her peace and gather her thoughts and get herself back together. I'm sure she's now, she has more free time for her babies too. Because they be talking about reunions and stuff, 14, 12 or 14 hours and stuff. Man, that is too much, y'all. I be like, look here, I need to take a nap. I gotta eat all of that. Wanda riding down the road eating some chicken. She said she been eating that chicken all day long. That same, I don't know if it's the same chicken. I don't know how many pieces she got, but she been eating chicken all day long. That's what she doing, right down the road, eating that chicken. But yeah, I don't know where Mel was getting all dolled up to go, but she was looking really, really pretty. So shout out to her, enjoying her peace. They said, well, it said that God gives His toughest battles to His strongest warriors. So shout out to Melody Rogers, y'all. That part right there. So hopefully the people can give her a little bit of peace now, and just wait on it. Brit needs to be working at Pixar or something. Her animations or her Last Supper series are hilarious. Aw, I'm gonna have to look. Miss Maria says Mel has that event to host tonight. But she was getting really pretty. She really was. Um, y'all. Did y'all know that it's a lot of people is upset because Mel as a Bondi Blue, shout out to her, to if she could help TT get her channel back, y'all. And a lot of people is angry about that. I was like, man, these people are so disgusting. And I have a question, and y'all can put one or two in the chat, please. When you subscribe to somebody's channel, do they charge you or is it free? One, if you get charged, Two, if it's free. I thought it was free, y'all. I mean, I thought it was. I'm just asking for a friend. But yeah, that was really sad because, she has her family to take care of. I can listen. Maria says two memberships is charged. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking about to subscribe to the channels. I thought it was free for you to subscribe to the channel. And you know how people gets in their feelings, and I just wish it was more leaders on the YouTube streets than followers. Yeah. And I'm still hoping and praying that, she get her channel back because, she was helping Miss Black Titanic and stuff. So yes, Miss Carla, I thought subscriptions were for free. Miss Candace says people don't see the good that TT is doing, getting that attorney stop other CCs from being sued. Yes, absolutely. Hopefully they'll see the bigger picture. Maria said subscribe is free. To have a membership is yeah, it's a charge for the membership. Yeah, I might have said it wrong, but I meant to subscribe to people's channel. So people just do the most, y'all. Um, just because I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna say. But I just wanted to, ask that question because, I thought it was. I don't unsubscribe to people, whether I go and listen or not. I can be scrolling on YouTube and I can hear one word or two or whatever, and I'll just subscribe to the person because it doesn't cost me anything to do that. It's just the small things that you do that to help people, and you never know how you'll be blessed for that, but the whole channel, that's a lot, y'all. Not one, but both. That's 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 just too much. It really is. Um, Prayers for everybody that's involved. All I can say. Um, mm, yeah, that part. But yeah, but there's nothing wrong with Mel wanting to see what she can do to help her get her channel back. She's a black woman with a family and trying to help Miss Black Titanic. And, she was saying, whatever was lacking, she would pay the rest, for this lawyer and all that stuff. So y'all are right. I guess a lot of people did not see the bigger picture. Maybe they didn't want to see it. I don't know. Um, Sometimes I swing by everybody's that was involved channel and I hit the like button or whatever, and I might keep going. um Stuff like that. It's just a little bitty thing, but some people just blow things out of proportion. They get so caught up and just crazy. I will. mm, I always tell my sons, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. So and up here on this YouTube street you can see a whole lot of falling for anything, that part right there. But yeah, yeah. mm, mm. Anyway, we're not gonna get caught up in that. Like I said, we're just gonna keep praying about that situation, y'all. Hopefully, it all work out for the good, and everybody stay in their lane and do what they're gonna do. Side chick award is 3 years old. Woo woo. I thought it was 4 years, Miss Maria. I could have swore it was 4 years old the other day. Miss Candace says Kiki was beautiful, nice pick. Oh, okay. TJ's baby. Hey and welcome. How are you? TT's channel is back. It is called True T Boulevard. Yeah, I did see that, but I wasn't for sure if she had got it back up yet or not. I hadn't heard anybody say anyway. I just heard them, steady saying that, Mel was trying to help her. So I'm not really sure. But if it is that, I've seen that. That's a blessing. Miss Carla says Melody asked BB to help her get her channel back up. That was thoughtful, and it lets you know Melody be in these YouTube streets. Yes, absolutely. Um, she sure does. Mel ain't forgot about us, y'all. But you know, she did the best thing walking away from this TV show right here. It was just, you know, these people there, they just fools, y'all. They got carried away. They thought that they was untouchable, and for some odd reason, they mind told them that this show would last forever, forever. Nothing lasts forever. Mm-mm. No. So yeah, shout out to the True T Boulevard. Yes, Miss Candy, they is demonic. And it's so sad. And you know what, y'all? We all on YouTube trying to gravitate and find other stuff that everybody you know, kind of like or hopefully like. Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of us are losing subscribers and all that stuff because, you know, I don't know, everybody can't get on one accord or whatever, but all you can do is do the best you can. It is what it is, and know that it's not the people that provide, it's God that provides for you. So on that note, if people leave, they wasn't for you anyway. So it is what it is. Maria says, did we cheer Wendy's new freedom? I heard Nancy Grace dragging the Guardian and Judge. Nancy Grace be knowing some stuff. Is Nancy Grace still coming on? I used to love to look at that crazy lady. Y'all, Nancy Grace is cracking some cases now. I'm just telling you. But I already done told y'all, Miss Maria, them two, the Guardian and that Judge, is in cahoots together, and they have spent millions. That part right there. Now I'm just telling y'all, that's what's gonna come out. Um, yeah, we did. They said she was moving into but you know what? Wait a minute, hold up. Cause see, I heard over there on the Breakfast Club that wasn't true, y'all. Um, she hasn't moved, not yet. The paperwork hasn't been filed as of yet, but it's in process, but not has it hasn't been done yet. So, yeah, they said that the other morning on the Breakfast Club. Um. Miss Candy says, I believe quite sometimes she could be independent again. Yes. And Maria says, I don't know if she'll still has her show. Wendy was talking about doing some podcasts because you know she got to be careful because Calvin is waiting around in the bushes, waiting for her to make a move so she could take care of his rusty ass again. This fool want her to take care of him for the rest of his life. After he done went out there with Sharina Williams and or whatever her name is, and got this little girl, and you think, well, go sit down somewhere. Miss Collins says to be where it go. To be honest, I am glad Melody is not on the show, but I miss the drags. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. Candy said Judge says she is free to live on her own. Oh, I missed that part then. Well, like I said, I just heard an update on the Breakfast Club. Today is Friday. I think it might have been Wednesday or something like that. I don't know. Because yesterday they did the thing. No, Wednesday, Thursday. I think they had Bill Cosby wife on the TV show. I can't even call her name right now, but she was up there. She's so pretty, y'all. Um, Claire Huxtable. Miss Candace says she wants to start a podcast. Kevin can make her pay from that. Lord have mercy. She can't do nothing else then. She ain't gonna be able to do nothing else. Mm-mm. Felicia Rashad. That's who was up there on the Breakfast Club the other day. Felicia Rashad. Mm-hmm. She sure was. Cause I synced her. She was up there. Um, uh, 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 um, I thought I had took that picture. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. That was Felicia Rashad the other day, y'all. She was on the Breakfast Club. So pretty as ever, y'all. She is just so pretty. She was talking about her dad and stuff, and she got a little touched, and you know, she had to get the tissue because she was about to cry up there. But yeah, she was up there the other day. looking as young as ever. She Miss Candy says she left court with her family. She wants to stay in an apartment in New York. Oh, okay. Maria says I think she needs to have a forensic audit of her finances. Wendy just needs to make sure she doesn't make as much as she did on her show. If she makes less, she doesn't have to pay him. Lord, I can't pay that fool. No, I could not do that, y'all. Miss Maria says that Candy, the divorce agreement is very specific in regards to the payments. If Wendy makes less than she did on her show, she doesn't have to pay him. Well, I haven't heard him get back up there going talking about his hip because I was sick of that hip. I wanted to go and finish. I was gonna operate on his hip. Let me stop. Candace is right at Maria. Kevin not going to get any more money. That part right there. I thought they said they found something where Kevin owed Wendy money now. I'm just saying. He will die trying though. Yes, absolutely. Maria says it can. Oh well. These men, I told y'all, these men, they ain't got no shame today. Y'all remember back in the good old olden days, way back when the man, that was them were real men, y'all. Even though they might have another family down the street, yeah, down the street. But y'all, they knew their place and they did what they were supposed to do. They took care of their families and however many families they done created, they took care of the family. But these clowns today, these here good clowns today, y'all. They looking for the women to take care of them. And they don't feel no shame. They not shame at all. Uh-uh. What else can I get from 'em? I can. Let me go back to court. Prime example, Martell Holt. They don't care. No shame at all, y'all. Quick to say, "Oh, can you come and pick me up? Can I catch a ride? What you what? Do what? No, I can't do that. I'm not doing all that." Maria says, "I can't believe he didn't save even $1 out of all those millions. Ain't that something? He deserved his head to be cracked. Gonna buy that girl a daggone house down the street from his wife, from the family house. That means if Wendy called, he could get home. I'm coming down the road. I'm about 5 to 10 minutes out. I'll be there in just a few minutes. No, he thought he was slick. See what I'm saying? Uh, it's just sad, but they don't care. No conscience at all. Moving them right along. Let me see, can I find me another villain out there? Faith Evans got caught up in that mess too with what's that boy name? He looked like a rat. Stevie J got caught up out there with Stevie J. Stevie J came with a plan. Well, these jokers are smooth talkers, y'all. I know Faith Evans wish she never seen Stevie J today. Miss Candy says hopefully there is some sort of protective order to keep Kevin away. Um, um, hopefully Kevin need to go get him a job. And you know what, y'all? They always saying they made somebody. That rap over there talking about that same foolish myth. Same, I'm telling y'all, Martell done gave that boy a blueprint. And he made somebody. Martell, he made Mill. Kevin, he made Wendy. Go make yourself. Can you do that? Can you make your own self? I'm just waiting. Maria says, I wish I could have seen their faces when Wendy had that car repo. I miss I miss when Miss Maria, I was on what was I looking at it on? Facebook or something I was looking at it on? Yes, girl was cruising down the boulevard in that little car, y'all. When he said, spending my money and driving my car. Man, she's in that daggone repo over there. The repo pole, he picked it up. He picked it up, y'all. Then dragged them on her show the next day. Child, the way I cackled. Girl, that was funny to me. Yes, Wendy got him. Wendy got him. Maria says he made somebody sick. Who made somebody sick? Kevin. Ooh, Wendy. Kevin didn't think Wendy had that type of a backbone, y'all. He told Sharina, drive it all you want to. But they say he was stupid because Sharina had a boyfriend in North Carolina. Allegedly. And Sharita was taking the money that she was getting from him, sending it to old boy in North Carolina. Ooh, more Narc Ralph. All of them. They need to move in a house together, y'all. Miss Candy says he bought a house for his side a few miles from Wendy's home. Yeah. And Wendy went down there and spray painted that too. She won't play. She was fed up. She was tired. She was sick of him. Mm-hmm. Wendy said it's mine. I can do what I want to do with it. It's my money. Sharina was battling cancer, colon, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, what? Oh, I don't wish that on nobody. God knows I don't. But Miss Candy, she won't too far from old Colbert. The way she was bragging and carrying on out there in Miami with the hats on and her belly and expensive restaurants and big old diamond rings and all that kind. Girl, you better go pawn that stuff. They ain't gonna give you nothing for it. Or you better go try to see can you pawn it. I'm just saying. If you don't pawn it, that's gonna be on y'all. Yeah, I hate that for her. That's my first time hearing that. Wow. Mm. Y'all be careful how you treat people. All I know, y'all. Um, if the BBD's bitter baby daddies had any type of sense, they could have had their own reality TV show. Why come all these dudes don't get they side chick, side dude, side chick, side? You know what Martell said? Side chick, side dude, side. Everybody, all that. They can create their own TV show. Carlos is ready for the mess. Yes, Martell. Why don't you introduce that to Carlos? Side chicks and side dude. I'm just saying. Miss Candace is right. He supposedly paid 80,000 for her rent. Yes, girl. $80,000. Mm, 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 mm. Maria says that Candy just 20K less than that car. Mm. He thought, y'all, that he would be rolling in Wendy's door forever and ever and ever. And the people said negative. None of that. That is not gonna happen, partner. Man, all that money that boy he was getting a month, yo, he ain't got no money. Man, we was out there talking about his hip. I didn't feel sorry for him. I was like, dude, where's all that money you was getting a month for all them years? What do you do with it? Man, they talking about he would open up a barber shop and that girl a vegan restaurant and doing it. Ooh, y'all, they was living it. That girl say I can't say I lived that life once in my life. Colbert can't say that. She just had a helicopter ride. Maria says they could include Kanye, I man, and Scrappy as friends of the show. I mean, oh my God, not as friends of the show. Mm, 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 mm. Y'all, it ain't funny no more. The thrill is gone. Their wives left them, for the most part and stuff. So it's not fun no more. They don't want to do that. They wouldn't do no TV show like that. They be like, nah, man, I'm not doing that. Miss Candy says Kevin better apply for Medicaid and get that hip fixed. Ooh. Mm. Well, Miss Candy, this is true. If he got that good doctor, it depends on the words to come out that doctor's mouth onto that piece of paper. He can get that Medicaid, get that hip fixed. I'm just saying. Um, Mr. Marissa's Kevin ain't got a pot to piss in and a window to throw it out of. Dreadful. I wonder where he's at now, y'all. He's quiet though. I'm for real. He's really quiet. And then when it was saying that the son was giving him some money, so maybe he got some of that. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. Mm-mm. Well, if his hip just didn't go bad when Sharina packed up and she jetted back to the Carolinas, so your hip had to be going hurting sometimes, and you gonna wait till the money run out and talking about you can't pay this and can't pay that. Mm-mm. That's not when it's fault, partner. Maria says he on the bridge or in a box out back of the grocery. Lord, y'all know what? All these dudes need to come together and have lunch and just talk about their sorrows and how they effed around and found out about, these women that they was dealing with. They didn't think it would happen, but they done effed around and found out. The women had to make a believer out of them. Hey, Miss Sophia, welcome. How are you? She says, hey, G in chat. What is wrong with all these deadbeat dads counting on spouse for money? What college did these deadbeats go to? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. I have no idea. It's a hot mess college, if you ask me. But they could make a TV show, y'all. Get all these deadbeats clowns that was married to these women that they didn't think was nothing to them. They treated them like crap. They need to get their TV show and sit down there and talk about all their sorrows. Put it all out on the table. Let the people know and how you're feeling today. Now that it's all said and done. Miss Candy says, women, if you have any assets, get a prenup. Mm-hmm. Don't listen to, oh, I love you. I would never take that from you. Don't listen to that. Get a prenup. Because when those words come out of their mouth, but I love you, I would never do that. They're plotting against you already. Don't be no fool. You get out there and do that anyway. Whatever happened, it's going to be on you. That part right there. Maria says, see, that's what I said. The side chicks can be on there as guests. Miss Maria, them dudes ain't want to see them old stinking side chicks now. They done effed up everything fooling with them. Oh, God, no. Miss Maria, that is not a good idea. That is not going to be a good idea. Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, ma'am. They like, negative. I guess Martell them saying y'all that baseball player, I think he was in Atlanta or something. And he slipped out on his wife and then the girl got pregnant. She was just like Ariana. They kind of favored too. I forgot her name. But she thought she was gonna run that wife away. Now with all them daggone millions, that dude was getting, girl, you must bat your mind. Welcome, baby. Baby, welcome. I'm a bonus mom. Cause girlfriend, I ain't going nowhere. But then again, y'all, she didn't even really have to stay with this dude. She could have cleaned him out too. I'm just saying. Um, Miss Maria says, see, that's what I said. The side chicks can be on these as get Miss Maria, they don't want them now. Candy says Drew's next man needs to be tall and strong and able to stand up to rap. Ooh, not stand up. Ooh. Miss Maria says, gee, yeah, they do, cause nobody else will deal with them. I just need to think of a name for the show. That's our homework. We're gonna think of a name for the these dudes that went out there and did all of that there. And now they out there on the curb by themselves or up under that bridge, Miss Maria said. I don't know. Well, Ralph is in the basement. Martell is squatting. Kevin, haven't heard. Don't know where he at. Mm-mm. Might be somewhere trying to get near his son, for him to help him. I don't know. Maria said them side chicks would get act right for a chance at a bag. Yes. Miss Candy says, sadly, as terrible as Rat and Hotel are, there are many thirsty women. Miss Candy, I cannot with you or Miss Carla. I'm gonna have to do proofreading with y'all. I just cannot. She said many thirsty women slash men that would love to have them. Ooh, up in the closet. Mm, 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 mm. Wow, that is so true though. Look at how some of them women still, Martell is so fine. He's so fine. Ooh, ooh. Martell done told y'all how much money y'all got to have to get him. Now, Colbert ain't got it. She ain't gonna have it. Don't look like no time soon. Martell got to get his gambling up under control too, y'all. $40,000 and you ain't got Martell need his behind me. That was a pretty good jump start for the both of them. But no, they had to go to the casino again. That casino have sucked Martell in, and he thinks he can't lose, but he's losing real bad. Mm. I'm just so glad that Mel is not affiliated with that mess no more. She don't have to worry about, them goons coming after her or whatever, because they're gonna come, y'all. They're gonna get that money back. Shit flash $200 at naught and he'll be in love. Miss Maria, not $200. That ain't what Martell said. Now I gotta correct you. Martell did not say that. Hey, Miss TJ's Queen, I'm sorry. How are you today? She says he is not fine at all. None of them dudes are fine. None of them, y'all. Maybe they was. They thought the women thought they was way back when, but now Kevin, Martell, Ralph, Stevie J. Yeah, mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. None of them. Kenny says Rat's head looks as if he was sucked out of the birth. Stevie J, Miss Candy, you talking about Stevie J? Stevie J look just like a rat, y'all. It's the way he do his mouth or something like that. Ooh, man. All I know, what's the name? Jocelyn. Jocelyn whooped that. She got in. Yeah, you want to play? She said, okay. She won't wear Stevie J out. Stevie J, ooh, Lord. See, when Jocelyn did that, that made him want her more, y'all. That's all that was. Um, he fell in love all over again with that girl. Stevie J at least had a talent and career. Well, Miss Maria, why did he have to have some of Faith's money? Make it make sense for me. I'm just saying. Mm, 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 mm. And Stevie J too. Stevie J done got quiet since Diddy went down, man. I don't know what that's all about, but Stevie J said, I better go somewhere and sit down. I better cut this foolishness out right now. Oh yeah, I left Ray J out. Ray J, Ray J, looking bad too. We are talking about Ralph's head pointy. Stevie J the same way. So they both can be in that situation right there. Hello everyone driving. Hey Miss Sonya. Hey girl, be careful out there. Uh, they both look the same. Ain't nothing attractive about these dudes. And they thinking they putting it down like that. Ooh, I cannot. Mm-mm. Nah, I be like, I pass. I'm good on that. Nah, you go get somebody else to do that. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Y'all, that's a shame. I'm seeking I find out where Kevin is though. Wendy's ex, because I want to know where he at. I know he ain't in no North Carolina. That girl ain't let him come down there and block what she got going on. Marissa's Faith put the pause upon Stevie too. Oh, Stevie forgot Faith got some hands. The money he got from Faith went right to his back child support. He didn't get near a dollar. Not a dollar. Well, he didn't get a dollar, but she still saved that fool from going to jail. Man, them ain't kids. I cannot. Mm-mm. See, they do stuff like that, y'all, that make women miss out on a good guy fooling with somebody like them clowns right there. Miss Candy says, I wonder now that Biggie's mom passed, who is managing the estate, Faith or their son? Ooh. Maria says Stevie was 1 million in. Girl, he'd have stayed 1 million too. That ain't my responsibility, dude. No, Biggie Mama sure did pass. Mm, 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 mm. I don't know, y'all. Yeah, the son should be grown now. He should be. Yeah, he should be. Probably looking just like his daddy too. Mm, wow. Well, it is what it is, y'all. These men, I'm sure, have taught these ladies a good lesson. Candy says Faith was ordered to pay Stevie 1 million when they divorced. God to mighty save a soul. Whew. Maria says no. The money he got from the divorce went to his back child support. I know it went there, but that wasn't her place, man. That wasn't her responsibility. I got that she had to pay him for the divorce, but instead of him being able to spend a dime, um he played himself. He didn't get nothing. Essentially, Faith paid it. That's what he get. Still lost. Still lost all the way around. Look at God. Look at y'all see that? He thought he had her. He thought he was gonna get that money and move on. Mm-mm. Miss Maria says so he's still broke and looking for the next victim. Yeah, I don't think he want to mess with what's that girl named Jocelyn. I don't think he want to fool with her no more either. Mm-mm. Nope. Y'all, these some clowns. These dudes are nothing but just clowns all the way around the board. People better pay attention to these internets and the TVs and everything else. Do a background check on these fellas. What that Braxton girl say prep, all of that stuff, y'all, cause they ain't finna tell you nothing. A bunch of lies. That's what they gonna tell you. A bunch of lies. Now, somebody likes with all of them. She was cheating on me, and she did this and she did that. You know they got to play the victim to get that next female. That's it. That's all. Uh, before I get up off of here, Lord Martell want to slap Poe Colbert all the time. Martell thought he was gonna have that money, his side chick, and whatever else he thought he gonna do. Mm, he sure got food. Jocelyn, the Puerto Rican demon, is engaged to someone else now. Mm. Miss Candy said PrEP does not prevent getting HIV. It's a trap. Yes. Miss Sophia says, but our kids are looking at the worst reputation these men are displaying. But these men will be the first ones trying to get child support. Yeah, Miss Sophia, we were just talking earlier about they're not embarrassed about this stuff that they doing, how they go at women's for the women's money, how they so quick to say, can you give me a ride? Can you cook me something to eat? Can you? They got all the can you. They're looking for the same thing females looking for, and that is stability that wants to be taken care of. That's it. That's all. When I say taken care of, I'm not talking about no cooking. They want the money. They want everything. They want to be the one that sit home or ride around in the fancy cars and while you go out there and work and bust your butt and all that kind of stuff. Cause they said Drew was working. You know, she's working hard too, and Raph up there clowning that girl. Shame on you, Raph. Mm, they ain't got no shame. They ain't had none yesterday, today, and they ain't gonna have none tomorrow and the next day either. That part. No, they don't care. Miss Candace is right. Journey Smollett husband asked for more. Girl, I saw that. Asked for more money after she gave him 1,007,000 a month for child support. Ain't that a shame? He want it all. They want it all, y'all. Mm-mm. I'm telling y'all, if y'all hit that lottery tonight or whenever, enjoy your life by yourself. Make sure your soul is right. You know, make sure your kids are taken care of. You don't need no mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Don't worry about no men. No, if you meet or run into one, know that it was God that sent him to you. Other than that, enjoy your own self. Maria says, and then they be wondering why their kids don't respect them. Mm, mm, mm. That's sad. They don't care about no respect. And Miss Maria had to think about it. They don't care about no respect. Why you think they asking for all of this stuff? They could care less about that. Add him to the cast of BBD along with Nesto, Blueface, and Kendu. Ooh, Lord, Kendu went somewhere. He sat down, y'all. Kendu got quiet. Nesto can hang it up. He done. And got that little bird brain Sonya around there trying to. What is this girl trying to hang on to this dude? Sonya is crazy, y'all. This little chick that done got tangled up in Nesto's web of lies. Man, I cannot. She crazy. I can't do her. Um, Kendu got quiet. I don't know about Blueface. I don't know where he at. Um, yeah, Nesto, he probably that's his resting place, y'all. I'm gonna say that he done. But just get these women that miss their minds all to pieces, fooling them, thinking they and who we is thinking they this and they that. Y'all, I tell you, I'm just as happy with self as I can be. That part right there. Mm. But anyway, y'all about to get up off of here. It's almost 9 o'clock now. My girl is getting ready to go to sleep now. I'm sleepy. But anyway, thank y'all for joining me. I enjoyed y'all. I love y'all. And y'all have a good night. I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye.